Today on Everyday with your Computer, we're going to be looking at something that really happens to users. A situation whereby you try to access your computer, try to access some functions in your computer and you're denied access. You try to access your task manager and you cannot. You try to access your folder options and you cannot. You try to access your command prompt and you are denied access in your own computer, even as an administrator. These kind of things, they happen in situations whereby maybe you are infected with a virus, or maybe something would have happened that triggered that denial of access. I'm going to take you through on what you can do to be able to resolve those kind of issues, whereby you are denied access to key functions of your computer. So today, I will take you to my computer, I will take you to the studio, and I'm going to show you how you could be able to resolve such issues with ease. So let's go over to my computer and I'll take you through that.
Do you want to rent, lease, or buy a property that suits your taste, style, and budget? The search is made easy. Simply log on to acrema.dynetng.org and start your search. Our realtors include Cass Uford Consult, Victor Mpong and Associates, Gersh Henshaw and Co., Neliani Properties, John Isangedigi and Associates, and many more. With Acrema Realty, your search is quick and stress-free. For more inquiries, please call 0808 5606 088. You can also follow us on Twitter at Acrema_Realty or like us on Facebook at Acrema Realty. Acrema Realty, bridging real estate gaps.
Welcome to the studio. We are still looking at how you can be able to re-enable some of your features that have been disabled by maybe an infection or a careless user. Now, I told you that most of your components, you just realize that most of your features has been disabled. Maybe your command prompt, your task manager, and you get to experience error messages like the ones that is on the screen right now. This is what you get to see if your command prompt is disabled. You get to see your command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. Press any key to continue. You are the owner of the computer, and yet the computer is telling you that an administrator has disabled your command prompt. Next one is you try to access your folder options. You go to tools. You know that your folder options is always there after the open sync center, and you look for the folder options, and yet you cannot find it, and you don't know what to do. You cannot, with this now, you cannot be able to. There are many things you cannot do. Then you move to your registry editing. You try to access your registry editor. It tells you that registry editor has been disabled by your administrator, and yet you didn't do this to your computer. You didn't disable your registry editor. So then the last one that it will give you is task manager has been disabled by your administrator. All of these, they may not all happen at the same time. They may not all happen at the same time, but there are situations that they may all happen. Sometimes a virus may just decide to only disable your task manager, or at times it may decide to only attack your registry editor. It's depending on how it works, because there are some infections that is going to deposit many components into your registry, and it knows that if they allow the registry to be accessed, you could be able to, and you know what to do, you could be able to enter and remove those entries from your registry. So, and while other virus knows that if you access command prompt, you could be able to stop them, and while others know that if you access your folder option, you could be able to stop them. So they just know, move ahead of you and disable these items. But I'm going to take you through today on how you can re-enable this component. Now, there are some tools you need to use. You're going to download the tools, you're going to install it in the computer right now, and we're going to see how it can be able to re-enable this component. Now, one of the first tools is called Re-enable Tool. But just all you have to do is go to Google and type download Re-enable Tool. like as you've seen there, I just did that and I clicked on this one and it led me to the download. So let me see, let me install it so that we can get to see how it can re-enable the components of our system that have been disabled. So while this one is downloading, I'm going to show you another method which has been downloaded already, and we are going to look at that together. Let me see, which one was that? Okay, now this one is called Virus Effect Remover. There's another method that you can use, and it's called Virus Effect Remover. Let's look at that one. It has been downloaded already, so let me just install it on my computer. Virus Effect Remover. Virus Effect Remover. Next, just install it. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next. It's so easy to go about it. Okay, that has been installed. Now we can disable that so that we can have access to what we need to see. Now let's go to the Virus Effect Remover and run it and see how it can help us. Okay, so now when you are able to access Virus Effect Remover after installing it and coming through and you have run the program, you get to see something like this when you click the main menu. It's actually a very large suite that can do a whole lot of things, and the good thing is that it's free. Yes, it's free. So all you have to do is, assuming that you have been denied access to those critical components of your computer, so you just come after running this program, you go to where you have main. Now you see Windows Tools, Task Manager, Registry Editor, MS Config, Auto Run INF, disabled. You now have seen all of these tools. All you have to do is, assuming your Task Manager was disabled and you couldn't access it to do anything, and you run this program, so you now click on Task Manager and it opens it for you to be able to still be able to stop the task that you wanted to stop, assuming that the virus is running and its process is actually in your memory. So you can actually just go to Task Manager and it will open this program for you, and you can still stop it and be able to do your healing processes. Then if your registry was denied, you can go to where you have Registry Editor, click on it, and it opens Registry Editor for you. And if assuming you know where the components of your infection that is inside your registry, so all you have to do now is to just go to registry and remove the component that has been. Then the next thing, you can also access MS Config. MS Config will give you some advanced access, to some critical components of your computer, your boot options, your services, your startup options, and your tools. So now, assuming that you have been denied access to all of that, so you could still get that running again. So it's actually a very good tool, and I would advise that you take some time out and go through it. Now, assuming that, I'm not going to take you through everything about this software, but I just came here to show you how you can gain access to certain components that have been disabled. But it has a lot more than what I have just showed you. You could see that over here you can block a virus, you can unlock a module, security permissions, you can do, you have other tools, you could be able to start a whole lot of things that you need to know some command prompts, some command tools to be able to start them. Take for example DirectX diagnostic tools. You need to know the command that will start DirectX, and so it's very, very good. You can actually protect certain files. If you look at it now, File Protector, assuming that there are some of your files that are hidden, so you can actually come here and unhide those files. You can actually come here and access files that have been either archived or encrypted by a virus. So it's a very good tool. I would advise you take some time out and look at the tool, just play around it and see how you can make the most of it. Now let's go back to Re-enable 2. Re-enable 2 has finished downloading, and let's run it and see how it is going to help us to grant us access back to our folders or back to our components that have been disabled. I'm installing it now. Now, you can see that this is a lot more straightforward than virus effect remover, because all this one does is just to re-enable. It's just to re-enable. So you can see that reg edit, you can re-enable reg edit, command prompt, run. That is you want to access your run menu. You can actually go there, folder option, system restore, control panel, task manager, task scheduler. Now all of these things you're seeing are things that most viruses will attack. They will just attack it and make sure that these things cannot be accessed. Probably because they know that if you can access search, you could be able to see what they have deposited into your computer. If you are able to access msconfig, you could be able to stop some of their infections. If you are able to access system restore, you can be able to revert your computer back to a date when it was working well. If you are able to access control panel, you could be able to do a whole lot of things. So they go ahead of you to make sure that they stop you from being able to access this component. So all you have to do is that, assuming that reg edit was disabled, so you make sure you uncheck every other component. No, it comes by default, it enables everything. So that assuming that anything here was disabled, you can just click on re-enable and all of them are off. So all you have to do is that uncheck everything and check the one that you want to re-enable. Just check the one you want to re-enable and click on re-enable. So that's it. Restart required for setting to take effect. Yes, to restart now. No, to restart later. I don't have this issue. But if you do, please don't forget to restart the computer, because if you don't, it's not going to, the effect of what you have done is not going to take place. So just restart the computer and let that change take effect. Another tool you could use is called Regain Power. Regain Power, it's just called Regain Power to let you know that now if you deny power, you can regain power by running the tool. I have downloaded the tool, but if you want to download, just go to Google, type in Regain Power. Type in Regain Power on Google. Okay, and you could be able to run the program, and you can be able to be given access to your computer again. Now I have downloaded that, and it's actually in beta. I think that I'm still test running it. So now let's just extract this and see how it's going to be. It comes in zip format. So you just right click it and click on Open with WinRAR Archiver, then extract. I'm going to extract that same folder so that I could be able to run it from there. Now let me just go up. That's where the folder is going to be. Regain Power. Okay, now let's run this program and see how it's going to help us regain power. Okay, this one now. Okay, can you see that it's as straightforward as re-enable do? It's as straightforward as that. So what's it all about? It says show folder options, enable task manager, enable registry edit, enable search, show hidden files and folders, show system files, show file extension, show run, activate context menu. So all you need to do is that it comes by default, everything is enabled. So just uncheck all of them. Uncheck all of them. And then after you've unchecked them, you now check the one that is happening right now on the computer. If folder options has also been attacked, you click on it. If enable registry editor has also been, you click on it. Whatever has been disabled, whatever has been denied of you, just check on it. System files, and click on OK. When you do that, the system is going to restart, and so that the changes can take effect. So when the changes can take effect, you will be able to access every single thing that was denied of you. You'll be able to access it again. So it's as easy as that. So if you had been having this experience all the while and you have been feeling frustrated, you have reformatted your computer and lost your files, you don't have to go through all that again. Just follow through the steps I am showing you today, and you will not have this issue anywhere around you again. Now let me show you one more method that you can get this done, and we will wrap it up for the day. Now it's called Fix Up Restrictions. Fix Up Restrictions. Now let's just go to Google and download this. Fix Up Restrictions. But now it says just go to Google and type in Fix Up Restrictions. So now I'm going to download. I had already keyed this into Google, so I'm just to download it. It's 4.6 megabytes, so it is not that large. Okay. My download is running right now. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Now this also comes zipped. It comes zipped, so I right click on it and I click on Open with WinRAR Archiver. You're seeing two things because I have two tools that can unzip the file for me. So I unclick WinRAR Archiver and I click on extract. So it will just extract to a folder still in this same downloads folder. Just go up, and that's what you're going to see. Fix Up Restrictions. I click on this and I see, let's run the program and see how it's going to be. Okay, I accept agreement. Now this is also a full software like virus effect remover, so it's also a good one. But let's see how it goes. Fix Up Restrictions. Launch Fix Up Restrictions. Oh man, this is good. Okay, this takes you beyond just these two takes you beyond just re-enable your restrictions. It also you can stop things that are starting up automatically on the computer. So now, assuming that you're running a computer and your system is just slow, it's slow to start up, it's slow to shut down. So it simply means that something is starting up, the computer is waiting for some tools to start up at the beginning. So with this fix up restrictions, you could actually know the tools that are starting up automatically and stop them. So I want to stop FlashGate from starting automatically. Yes. I want to stop TBR remote controller from starting automatically. As a matter of fact, the only tools that you should allow to start automatically on you is your antivirus. Anything that is a security that can help you with security, you should allow it to start automatically because it's actually going to help you. So I'm going to stop this from starting automatically. Yes. I'm going to stop this from starting automatically. How this software works is that it just comes to realize that these components that are red in color have some kind of restriction to them at this point in time that is not known to you. That means that there must have been an infection, there must have been something that has happened and has put some kind of restriction on certain components of your computer. So by seeing the red, you know that okay, my command prompt has some kind of restriction, my desktop icons has some kind of restriction, my search, my Explorer context menu has some kind of restriction, my drivers auto run. So all you now need to do is check all. That's assuming you don't know, and you click on remove, and it will remove all the restrictions. But you have to restart the computer for the restrictions, the changes you have made to take effect. So well, I just believe that you have learned something today. What I have showed you is good, and what I have showed you has helped many, and it can help you to solve a whole lot of problems. Instead of restarting the computer, or instead of reformatting your computer, doing some advanced things and having to lose some files, having to delete some or having to even take it to a technician that will end up making things difficult for you. These are some tools that if you apply it, you will not have any problem. It just re-enables those components, and if you now want to remove them manually or any infection, you can actually do that with ease. Wow, we had a good time today, and I hope you learned a whole lot. What I have taken you through today has been making life very, very difficult for many computer users. But I believe that by what you have seen today, you will be able to overcome such issues in any circumstance you might find yourself. And I hope you learned a whole lot. There's a book out there that is called Every Day with a Computer at What Works. You could pick a copy of it. Most of the things we do on this program is cued from that book. You could look at it and get in touch with us. We look forward to seeing you again, same time next week, Saturday. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. If you have any computer issues, you can drop a word for us on Facebook and we will help you resolve them. You can drop a word for us on Twitter and we will help you to resolve it. You can go to our website, ewysc.dynetng.org, and we will see and you can access all the videos. As I'm talking to you now, every single thing we have done on Every Day with a Computer is on our website, is on YouTube. So you can get on those channels and look at what we have done in the previous editions and follow up to date. So whatever you have as an issue, just go to our channel and go through those videos and you are going to be able to be held to resolve every single challenge you might have. So thank you for being with me today and do have a blessed weekend.
Do you want to rent, lease, or buy a property that suits your taste, style, and budget? The search is made easy. Simply log on to acrema.dynetng.org and start your search. Our realtors include Cass Uford Consult, Victor Mpong and Associates, Gersh Henshaw and Co., Neliani Properties, John Isangedigi and Associates, and many more. With Acrema Realty, your search is quick and stress-free. For more inquiries, please call 0808 5606 088. You can also follow us on Twitter at Acrema_Realty or like us on Facebook at Acrema Realty. Acrema Realty, bridging real estate gaps.